na enyina nim say nyame eya adomo a ochina on the 13th and the legendary that Lumba eye baso. In fact, on Tuesday yene abusua penny kofi usu edi nkomo on EZRA 94.1 FM EZRA TV. O make it clear say eye de baso. Yama update the ama enra call funeral grounds ho Heroes Park. Enyumre no ya hye ho anopai ye ho e won say ya bot tent ne bibia ana wo say yi ne baso. But na ye rain so emfi say na a section of the family no at the abusua penny court or the cry high court. Now the reason in na say omo epese court no grante omo an injunction said ye ebeya a year no efun no a abusua penny kwakọ yi abesie no ontimi nkonko yi ma mesie not the funeral say a year na nkasa na mumu no body no Lumba body no na omo siki injunction say court emo injunction because they suspect say the death of Lumba any ordinary inti until so me hu de kum Lumba no e was say omo etimi hold it on enra court no court say ene by 10 a.m. on be sittings nyame adom e be ka say court akwa sitena and then some court some empire court. So as a student of law, what I know is court any say yabo draw in name or court. And yet there should be a decision, and the court decision no should favor one party or court, either the plaintiff and answer the respondent. Until now, abusuya omo a court on the injunction no it is not pass di makotre pa a court no a decision now. The ruling is that omo amakwan for the injunction. So now let's look at, as a student of law, say you can say injunction na. Injunction ne say ye twe ade bi ho. Na ade na ye nyina di ho komo say eye me dia enye wo dia. Wo ye right, onye right no. E was say court makwan said ye onfa to go bi nto so. Na ye nyina na ye kan asem na awie na me di fo ana me di be mu a. Ade na e pese ye no etmi ato aso. So for instance, let me give this scenario before I come to the main. For instance, you have a property in a Dum Kumasi. Ubi abasa ase na ye dia. Na ton man no. Into what's down also. Then wakoko fa budu za so bubu dan no. Quickly, a dan your property. E bubu dan gu a at the end of the case no say bi adan your dia olusu. Into you say mu injante. Wakoko na konti di nyacha to so. So one, you were injunction I prevent irreparable harm. And you one other injunction so you preserve evidence. The evidence is that injunction on evidence is that Mr. say Lumba body no. Me share say Lumba minu no ositi no. Ne say de bia no ne su bi owu ye no ne skin ba bia ba bi no Mr. say bia obi so ne mu mia no. Is an example. It is a court makwan Lumba. That evidence no presented to court say okoye kwara na scan no na ebia na kwanchi na ehwa kokko no will not be there anymore because akosi nipa na wi. So court in its wisdom will look at the evidence in that issue and says okay, if that is the case there, let's hold on because the evidence are present no and say bia na kwanchi ehwa tuntum na ehwa kokko I was so be na there ebo no so makwa me kosi body no a the evidence no every ho. There is no more evidence so court will say so, okay, then let's hold on. Na mumra the next date. Yen can't say then the court will give that order. Say with me so irreparable harm no. And no elho. And no Ebeka say now to if a party is likely to suffer a harm that cannot be adequately compensated by money, a court may grant an injunction. So the attorney say, "Adiano ye no, me one party may lose. We no see Lumba, the one side may lose the case. Obe lose. In the court obe lose intino. The court can say, okay, you hold on. If we are sending in no, not matwaso. Now the court have said 15th. What it means is that on the 15th, they then have to produce an evidence. Now no there or the injunction into the court number injunction no. But on the 15th no, they have to go and produce an evidence. The evidence will be produced no. And if my court no be convinced okay, based on this no, I was still, and even that we know the interlocutory injunction is for 7 days. After 7 days no, you have to go for another injunction, or the court will have to start the whole process again. Now there, I believe as a student of law, so it's either an evidence to prevent or to preserve the injunction to preserve the evidence, or an irreparable harm. Said Ebeya Ubiano and Lusu. So now Lumba Ebusian form the Assembly Court will not lose based on the decision of court there bay. And then Ebusia Penny could feel so no will also not lose. Somebody will say I said Akohan Kunyana that day. No. And no any the issue of court. And Kunya Akohan tend to Akohan any decoration no. And only in court now. Obi can say na the court to Kumasi High Court no. Lawyer William Kusi at the end so Lawyer William Kusi the no. Na a year for the widowhood rights. So why na wo ho kwan say where the legal wife a was say wono e na where a friend say ekuna. And on a court no rule say per the evidence put before the court no, there wasn't anything that show say Lumba ware the first wife no legally, because Lawyer William Kusi kwa J certificate no. Now was called they call the registrar of marriage in Ghana. Now omo ekoko assent to ansana abakot. But wa yes no. So in that case no dear, the lawyers for Odobruni it minya no ho edidi. But this one is an injunction on the body. So now irreparable harm or an injunction to preserve an evidence has been given, and that is the actual case. Teacher Safo Kantanka and obema the evidence of court. I know Lawyer William Kusi and a man by. Now the evidence of the buy no what Chile say they are warrior if he is it here. Say I can for the idea and I say in our traditional customary marriage no ubet me aware me yunum yensa and na yunum depending on what strength. Now William Kusi as a lawyer now also provide the evidence to the court. Say when we take Lumba and then the first wife no omo the ordinance marriage Germany, they brought certificates, but certificates no omo enya wanye authentication. In the debate like I said, the birth marriage certificate no was not certified, and so why in our legal settings and systems in Ghana say a foreign material you have to authenticate it in this country. In this one no sa anymore. It lacks that credibility. The court of competent jurisdiction no ebegina so they serve as an evidence. Into through that no enema hanu odi kugu. So court ndi hu ne say omu nyina no aware traditionally in our customary marriage. Into it's hu hia say omakoye omade. Now only me court to view with the same issue no, unless obesan a file a fresh suit cry and a red cry. We will keep you updated on Lumba a year and Nema Echo Sword. You free her, ye caught now. So my son near my free ho, and as I say, Obi Castle na so bet me a year no more be safe no. Pebusia penny or say, semi safe no ye, and by my year crown, and by a year time come and found. So Abusia Penny in his own wisdom, I don't think say about you know, and who even come. We'll keep you updated.